part of the fun of taking a literature class, of reading literature, is looking for all its meanings and messages. Since people have written literature, critics or scholars have been interpreting it. So for this assignment, I am asking you to choose one article, a piece of scholarship written on any choice of a primary text that we've read this semester, and everything except for the novel Northanger Abbey. So for this assignment, you are going to choose your choice of any of the articles that I've posted here in Canvas, and I'll show you where to find those in just a second. And then you are going to choose the primary source or the literary text that corresponds with the article that you choose. So for example, if I decide that I'm going to choose the article about a modest proposal, my secondary source is going to be the article that I've chosen, and then my primary source is going to be a modest proposal. So once you have those two texts, then you're going to read the article and determine the main claim or thesis that the author or scholar presents in your own words. Then you are going to find a substantial portion of the article with which you agree and with which you disagree, right? And then you are going to defend your positions with new quoted passages, passages that were not quoted in the article, to support the position of agreement and the position of disagreement. You're going to integrate quotes from the primary source and explain or provide analysis of the primary source quoted material, and then provide your in-text citations. You're going to paraphrase all of the borrowed ideas from the secondary source or the article instead of quoting it. In a nutshell, I want you guys to think about how you're going to enter into a conversation with this article. If you think back to your English 112 class, part of what that class is all about is looking at arguments and looking at or conversations that people are having through their writing. And this assignment is really no different. I want you to enter into the conversation being had in that article, and then I want you to add something new, something from you and your perspective to that conversation. So that's where your disagreement with the article comes in. You're going to include a separate works cited page, and if you need help formatting anything on the works cited page, please see the MLA refresher that I have in this module unit right here. The one thing that I do want to mention is that when you are citing the primary source, it will be a work from an anthology, because it is a work from your Norton Anthology of English Literature, and the article will be a work from a database. So I want to, that's kind of a brief overview of the assignment, but to kind of help you guys along, I've provided these little tabs here for you with further explanation. So here I have a kind of I don't want to say template, but an outline of all of the things that you need in this paper. So you're going to need an introductory paragraph where you introduce the work, both primary and secondary source. And then you are going to have 2 body paragraphs, one where you provide a response of an agreement, right? You're going to find the portion of the article that you agree with, and then you are going to provide a paragraph for which you disagree and offer your own interpretation or your own perspective in terms of what the article has to say, in terms of how you've read the primary source. So if we go back to my example about Amata's proposal, how have you read Amata's proposal in a way that is contradictory to the author of the scholarly source? And then you're going to have a conclusion where you answer, where you restate your thesis, summarize your main points, and then answer the so what question. Why does this matter in the grand scheme of things? So, what new ideas have you added to the conversation between the scholarship? So, that is your organization kind of template, if you will, outline, basically explaining what you need to include in each body paragraph. And then I have also provided templates. If you're having trouble organizing your response, I've provided some templates for you to use. And you can tailor these to fit your voice however you want to use them. But this is a good starting point or jumping off point if you're having trouble. And then finally here, are your list of choices to choose from. And I have gone through and I have looked for articles on everything that we have read from Unit 1 through 3. So there's an article on The Dream of the Rood, our Anglo-Saxon poem. There are a few on Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. There's one on the Nun's Priest Tale, couple for Faustus, one for Book 9 of Paradise Lost, which is the book that we will be reading this semester. There's one for the Rape of the Lock, a couple for the Rape of the Lock, and then a couple for Swift's Amata's Proposal. So those are some of the articles that I found. However, if you would like to choose an article, a different article, still from a scholarly source on a different text that I did not include, say for example, you really love John Donne, right? John Donne did it for you. And that is, you're thinking maybe you want to write your final paper on John Donne and the metaphysical poets. And in order to kind of kill two birds with one stone, and you're looking for research material, and you want to instead choose an article about John Donne's A Valediction Forbidding Mourning. I am open to that. However, you must find it from a scholarly source, i.e. the library databases. And if you are having trouble looking or finding something, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. And I must approve the article that you decide to use. So I am open to different choices other than these, but please come to me early and get the approval for that because that means I have to read it as well. So I can't really grade these if I haven't read the article. So please let me know, and I will be happy to consult with you on finding an article that you think will be better suited for what you want to do with your final critical analysis. And honestly, I encourage you guys to look at this as something that may potentially possibly build towards your final paper. That way you can reuse this article as a piece of scholarship or a piece of research in your larger critical analysis that's due at the end of the semester. So let me know if you have any questions about this. Everything is here, the directions, organization templates, and then of course the article choices. And because I am really bad at coding, the article choices are on each of these templates because I know how to do 3 tabs. I don't know how to do 4. So mea culpa, but at least you get to see the choices in each of these tabs. The one thing that I do want to draw your attention to is the due date. So please make sure that you, oh no, I need to change the date because that is not the due date. All right, here we are. The appropriate due date is here. So please keep that in mind as you schedule your life around, school and assignments and stuff. So, like I said, I'm recording this at the beginning of the semester to kind of make sure that you guys have an understanding of everything that we're going to be doing throughout the course. So, like I said, let me know if you have any questions, and we will begin to talk more about this throughout the next few weeks, the next couple months. So let me know if you have any questions from the get, or I look forward to your questions later, closer to when the assignments due.